raining during the president's speech. Dodge City, Kansas, Republican line. Les, go ahead.
Yes, I would like to say I really think it was beautiful. Thank you, Donald Trump, for what you have done. You restored into our country true greatness. We got to see our military. People don't get to see our jets fly over like that all the time, especially out here in the heartland. And we enjoyed hearing the music sing. I know senior citizens in nursing homes were listening to the bands play. They enjoyed it immensely. They had tears coming down their eyes. They were crying. They were smiling. Children were clapping and jumping up and down. I never seen such beautiful, beautiful reactions to this celebration. This was a birthday for the country.
Okay. That's Les in Dodge City. Roxanne in Vermont on our line for Democrats. Hi.
Hi, how are you this morning?
Fine, thanks.
I watched both events. I kind of went back and forth between Macy's celebration and the parade that was going on in Washington. I'm kind of upset that the military is basically was the focus, the military might. It's the people that actually fought in the wars that should be the focus, and not the military jets and the fighter jets and all the things that he rolled down the street. That's great for Korea and North Korea, with their military and militia parades. But this is the United States, and this is all about celebrating our freedom. And I think that the presentation that Donald Trump put on was a showmanship for the military, and it did nothing whatsoever showing that the freedom and the spirit of the people who have given their lives throughout the years fighting for that freedom, that was totally disrespected.
Okay, that's Roxanne in Vermont. Again, we're getting your thoughts on the Salute to America that took place yesterday. You can call us on the lines. You can post on our Twitter. From San Diego, California, Republican line, this is James. Hello.
Good morning. I think Roxanne from Vermont had it actually correct. It was the people of the United States that joined the military, Roxanne, that allowed us to have this great country that we have. But what's more important for yesterday is that the President of the United States gave this country a great history lesson, because Vermont was not even in the colonies at that time. So the history lesson was from 1775 until present day, how this country has celebrated and become the greatest country that we have because of, quote, Vermont military, Roxanne. Thank you very much.
Maria from Florida in Altamonte Springs, Independent line.
Hi, I would like to say that the celebration in D.C. yesterday was very nice. He highlighted every branch of our military. The plane flyovers for the Super Bowl. Plane flyovers were nice. It was something nice for the people that were attending to see. It was very well done. I thought he did a good job. Thank you to our military, people that fought for our freedom. It was a nice pat on the back to them. Thank you.
Philadelphia next, Antoinette on our line for Democrats. Go ahead.
Yes, good morning. What I wanted to say was that what I don't hear about is PBS gave a beautiful rendition of the 4th of July parade last night, and everyone was included. It was so beautiful. I advise anyone who didn't watch it to please watch that. They're going to replay it. And for me, that was already in preparation. So he was just an added addition to what was so beautiful last night. And they celebrated everyone, the military, everyone, not just standing up there saying, oh, you and you and you. And he just added on to what was already prepared, which was beautiful.
So you're saying there were no main differences between the two programs?
What I wanted to say was, last night I was so fixated into the real parade that would have happened without him. and it was just beautiful. Everyone was there, from Carole King to the OJs, and in the audience, everyone, the melting pot of America that we know that we are, was there last night. Then he just added himself into the mix with a couple of planes flying over. There they had all the military singing and joining in and being honored, and they were on the stage, not just him and his face.
Okay. Vonnie is next from Denver, Colorado, Republican line.
Yes, good morning, C-SPAN. I do appreciate the birthday party our president gave. You know, we see crosses from Normandy all across our country, and it was about time that these boys who died for these military machines, the planes flying over, the tank sitting there, I don't know why that is criticized. Those boys laying under those crosses died for those machines. And it was about time that we were proud to show our military might. And thank God we have a president who finally has backbone enough to stand up for our military, our country, and I thought it was beautiful.
Okay, that's Vonnie in Colorado. We've set aside a line for active and retired military. This is from Illinois, a veteran. Susan, hello.
Yes, I served 10 years in the Army, active duty. I just want to let the women in Colorado know that right now, as of today, there are over 300,000 women serving on active duty. There are actually 7 military women buried in Normandy and in France. So there are men and women in the military, not boys. And as far as last night went, I'm glad that he didn't turn it on to himself, but I do feel that PBS does the best job in portraying a very just general celebration of the 4th of July.
That's Susan in Illinois. From Chattanooga, Tennessee, Democrats line. Hilda is next. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi, go ahead.
Okay. I have a problem with the president. I'm from the Vietnam era. He got how many deferments to keep from going into the military to make this country great? When he had the opportunity, he didn't take it. His daddy paid for him to get deferments rather than go fight to support our country.
And how does that relate to the speech yesterday and the event yesterday?
So the salute to America, he didn't help make America stay great. He deferred on it when he had the opportunity to go and fight. Several thousands and thousands military people died in the Vietnam War, where he should have went if he was a man, but he deferred. He let his daddy's money keep him deferred to keep from going. So he's not helping make America stay great. It's the other people that is keeping America great.
Okay. Let's hear from Maria in Miami, Florida, Republican line. Hi.
Hello.
You're on.
Oh, hi. How are you?
Fine, thanks.
Yes, I'm calling from Miami. I am a Cuban American, and everybody here. I can't hear you.
I didn't ask you anything, caller, but go ahead with your thought.
Okay, and I think President Trump made a beautiful speech. He asked for unity for everybody in this country, that we need that. We need unity. And here in Miami, every Cuban American is going to vote for him. We are very proud of him.
Okay. From Ken, who is in Washington, D.C., independent line. Did you attend yesterday's festivities?
I worked yesterday's festivities, actually, and I've never seen it. The last time I've seen the population be that sparse was probably during his inauguration. It was not turnout normally. I know some people may equate it to weather, but I equate it to his personality, his lack of leadership, and let alone the people that support him. I find him, and I'm prior military, as though that does not make a difference. You do not have to be a good citizen in this country only to have served in the military. A good citizen pays their taxes, which is something he obviously has proven that he has not done because he won't show them. He is a draft dodger.
So, caller, to your point about, you said you had to work, but you also made assessments about the population. How did you make that? Were you working outside at the time?
Well, I've been working in D.C. and on Capitol Hill for the past 22 years. And so, yes, I was working, and I encountered some military members that I did have a chance to speak with. And speaking on most of their behalf, I bet you, or any person listening that was off yesterday, would probably have the same consideration for those that had to work it. So not for people like myself and other members that it's our job, but the military in particular deserve the day off. They deserve to spend time with their family or with their shipmates or with their fellow members of the armed forces. We're doing whatever comes naturally, which is enjoy the holiday. You didn't need a history lesson from somebody that is, again, a draft-dodging, childish, tax-evading white supremacist.
Tracy from New Jersey, Democrats line. Hi.
Hi. Thank you for taking my call. I felt that when I watched that display that it showed killing machines and how much money we have to buy them, and that we pound our chest when a strong man never has to. I think we brag about how much money we have. Other people died in these wars. Some of them can't fly planes. And we should have more softness in our hearts. We should have more humility. I saw no quotations from the great wisdom of the great philosophers, because Trump cannot ever quote a great philosopher which had humanism in its heart, because he has never read a book. So until we learn from the ancients about what true wisdom and humility is, we'll just be a warfaring, warmongering nation.
That's Tracy from New Jersey. Again, if you had to work or you missed the event, go to our website at cspan.org. It'll give you all the information about the event. In fact, if you want to see it online, you can do that as well. Carl, a veteran from Florida. You're next. Good morning.
Good morning. I'm an 87-year-old Navy disabled Korean War veteran, and I've agreed with everything that President Trump has done since he's been in office. I just think about last night. If that didn't stir some people, they're dead. No, I mean that was the most. The speech was unbelievable, and he didn't step on any toes. He just told what all has happened was in this. Since he's been president, and everything is. I believe was if like I said, I think that the showing of all the armament and all the different things that we have was a great show for the world. And
again,
so,
that's Carl from Florida. You're seeing a video from the event yesterday. If you missed it, again, go to our website or on C-SPAN, our main channel. We'll re-air it at 11:27 this afternoon. If you want to watch it again, go to the website, watch it on C-SPAN for more information on that. From Matt. Matt is in New York, Wading River, New York, Republican line. Hi.
Good morning, C-SPAN. Thanks for taking my call. Happy July 4th. I think President Trump did a fantastic job. The guy just has boundless energy, and it's nice to have a cheerleader for this country in the White House instead of an apologist who runs around the world bowing. Trump doesn't bow. He stands tall for this country, and that parade and his speech yesterday was fantastic.
Did you get a sense that yesterday was a cheerleading type of event for the president?
Yeah, 4th of July is a cheerleading holiday for the country. You know, we're celebrating our independence and the American spirit, and the Democrats just can't. They hate Trump so much that they've started to turn against the country. They've become the party of the perpetual tantrum since day one and before day one. It's getting ridiculous, and the average American sees the economy doing well. They love the country. And they don't understand why people can't celebrate that. The hatred for Trump has gotten toxic. The Democrats don't know why they lost in 2016, and they're going to lose again in 2020.
Ocala, Florida, a veteran. This is Mark. Hi.
Hey, Pedro. Good morning. I did watch part of the parade yesterday. As an 11-year veteran of the Marine Corps, and my father served in the Korean War as a Marine, I found the whole thing embarrassing. I think President Trump's grasp of English, such simple-minded explanation of our history. Most of us know what he was trying to speak about by fifth grade. So it just. When we have to celebrate ourselves with our military, really, I thought the best description of yesterday's event was an air show with a narrator. And it just, I know civilians want to be, it's just embarrassing. I'm sorry, Pedro. It just, who would, and the last caller, talk about bowing. The president's bowed to Kim. He bowed to the gentleman from Saudi Arabia, the prince, the murderer.
Okay. We'll keep it the topic. One more call. Wilda in Central City, Kentucky, Democrats line. Your last call. Go ahead.
Yeah. My opinion is all the millions that he spent on his show yesterday would have shown more respect to our veterans if it had been used to provide shelter for our homeless veterans and better medical care for them instead of making it a show about him.
And Wilda will be the last call.